Welcome this afternoon on Ken's Deck, Friends of Urbanos. This week we're reviewing, because I forgot the cigars I was bringing, we're reviewing...
There might be evidence of a god yet.
I was actually going to review Montecristo Opens and Romeo and Juliet Bellicosos.
He was, I wasn't.
As the two worst cigars I think I've had this decade. I thought we'd have
So the first time you come out to the deck in about 3 months, that was what you were going to bring?
Well, I know that people out there want to know what you think. Maybe they've improved with a bit of age. But no, I thought it's worthwhile having a look. Obviously not. So, we've had to...
Right, so if you listen to Whitney Houston 1,000 times, she gets better?
I just turned the sound down. The Montecristo Edmundo from Abril 09, factory code TUG. Because the wrapper's lovely.
This box so far, we've only had about 3 or 4, but so far this box has not impressed.
The wrapper's lovely. The nose is good. The draw. Thanks for participating in this review, Ken. The draw.
Well, normally you just say, tell us what you think, and then say, yeah, I agree. So far this has been sensational, actually. I might have to change my mind. I'm hoping. I've only had, I think, 3 or 4 out of it so far.
You only had half a puff so far.
Yeah. Hey, listen, that's the most positive comment you've got from me today. I'd take it if I were you.
What normally comes to your mind when you have one of these? What do you think of the Montecristo Edmundo?
Nice, almost sort of creamy coffee character, richness. So far, I know it's very early days, you get a bit of what this is offering. Well, these have actually seemed way too young, I suspect.
I think your humidor is running a little bit too wet, to be honest.
That's quite possible.
I think that's one of the issues here, which I'm happy to address, being a professional that I am.
On your bike.
Ken, as we're listening to Dylan yet again...
I'm sorry, you problem with Dylan?
Just would like a change of pace once in a while, but...
I deliberately moved... You haven't been here for 3 months. I put Dylan on.
I haven't forgotten Dylan in 3 months, honestly. If it's not Dylan, it's his boss. But anyway...
Okay, I can put the boss on if you like.
No, leave Dylan.
Very impressive.
Well, if you lit it properly, look at it. Look at your cigar. Honestly, it looks like someone's throwing it out.
I lit it, and then you stuck your flamethrower over here and threw it off whack.
Well, look at that. Look, that's perfect.
Because I didn't touch yours. I didn't... Leave me alone. It has got some of that sort of denseness and caramel and creamy coffee character that I do associate with this.
Yeah.
And I think there's just hints of it being young. The problem I've had with these so far is I just find them probably way too young.
They're way too moist, Ken. That's what they are.
Well, that could be.
They're way too moist. That's actually medium full. It's actually higher, just slightly higher than medium, this one. We'll be back at the end of the first third, but so far I'm enjoying this.
Yeah, oh, no problem. Well, of course you're enjoying it. It was going to be Monty Opens otherwise.
It's good. I like it. Well done.
Can't believe it's going to be Monty Opens.
You got to try the good, the bad, and the ugly.
No, I don't. Absolutely.
As a serious cigar reviewer, yes, you do.
Have we not done Monty Opens in the past?
Well, we've got to revisit things we don't like.
How come I never even get to see a Bahiki, let alone revisit them?
Yeah, well, I'm going to put a Montecristo Open band on the Bahiki and see how you can pick the difference. That'll shut it up. First third, Ken.
It's not bad. It is young, but it's...
why don't you give us something that's a bit more meaty?
Why don't you give me a chance? It's got a little bit of that sort of hint of hardness and bitterness. But
I haven't had one hint of hardness and bitterness.
So your palate's gone with your coordination and your eyesight?
No, I mean, I just don't know where you're getting the bitterness from.
Presumably this.
So you're getting bitterness. What else are you getting? What sort of bitterness?
Well, only a tiny bit, but that's the negative side. In general, I'm enjoying this more than I have the other ones that I've had recently. Bit of chocolate, just above medium full to me.
My criticism with the Montecristo Edmundo, now it's not my favourite of cigars, and I know a lot of you guys love this cigar, and God bless you, and keep buying, but to me, it's a little bit of a formula cigar. I don't find it to be an exceptional cigar in the main. Very rarely that I've had an exceptional Edmundo. Yes, I have, but most of them are along this lines. They've got the Montecristo-esque nature to them. They've got the coffee, a little bit of milk, coffee cream, a bit of milk chocolate coming through. This one's now come back from medium full back to medium now. Although I thought it started better than it's moving into, to be honest. I was really impressed with the starting of this cigar.
The wine is Domain A from Tassie, the 06...
Tasmania.
06 Pinot. Sorry.
Second, third.
Yes, it's actually settled down a bit. I'm quite enjoying it. It's not a stellar cigar, but it's pleasant.
It ticks most of the boxes.
It
just leaves the exceptional out, doesn't it?
It does. Overall, I'm a little disappointed because I like the Monty Edmundos to be a bit I like them to be a bit special.
If you dry box this a little bit, you're going to get a different type of cigar completely. You need to look.
Well, I'll let you.
You need to look at
have a look at
your
the
humidor. But I can gut feel they're way over humidified where they need to be. I think.
I haven't touched it from.
Given you turned it off. Given the fact that well, the problem with wine fridges, when you turn wine fridges off, right? You've held them at 65, 68% humidity. You turn them off, the temperature builds up. So what happens?
Well, the temperature was actually colder outside the fridge than inside the fridge.
That's not the point. Not since you've been away. Last 3 weeks, I should say, it's actually heated up. So what happens internally?
I'll turn it back on.
You get a much higher relative humidity rate. So just be a little bit careful with that. We'll be back in the last third because I don't think we covered anything in that 4-minute diatribe that we've actually just done.
Speak for yourself.
Let's finish up the cigar, Ken, because we've spoken about everything else from
almost halfway through.
fans. I've seen his photos of New Zealand fishing.
And the big trout.
Not so big, but
7.5 pounds, 7 3/4. I mean,
Postman will believe him. He's pushed him out like.
I am not. I'm
like
even
this.
kissing. He said, "Oh, you pushed that way out." I'm giving it a kiss. How far do you push the thing out?
Seriously, it was just
If you'd ever caught a big trout, you'd
like
know.
a kiss. He had his tongue out all over the thing. Honestly.
It went belly up straight. Feel free to post your big trout.
I've never fished for trout.
Yeah, we spent a week fishing for trout.
They were big fish though, too, weren't they? And just difficult fish to catch.
In Chile, seriously, you put your line in the water and you got a 1/2 pound thing. Where is the goldfish tank? That was money well spent. Actually, no, it was a great trip.
I love that trip.
It was great fun. It was great fun. But
can we get to the cigar? Just so Smithy's got something to edit. So you're just finishing now?
no, I'm still going. I mean, I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
Well, give me some more. Wrap the cigar up. Get to where do you think it's going? Where do you think it's been?
I think they need more time.
They need more time. I think they.
But this is probably the best of them I've had. What it was, half a dozen or so.
Out of this box.
Yeah. And this box has been
If you were to rate Montecristo Edmundos from the previous batches that you had, where would you put them?
90 to occasionally you'll pick up at 93,
Yeah.
but more 90, 91.
This one here.
I'm joined now enough to go 89. So it's a bit under what I'd hoped.
What
but
lets
the
it
others
down?
have been,
What lets it down?
Others have been.
What lets it down?
It's not so much being let down. It's just not been the same high standard of the others. This has certainly been the best of what I've smoked from that box, which I reckon would 87, 88, most of them.
Montecristo Edmundo. I would rank this an 88.
So we're a point apart.
That's okay.
Yeah,
That's fine.
no, you nearly got it right.
It lets me down only. It lets itself down because it just doesn't have that element of complexity that I'm really looking for in a cigar. It's been a good solid cigar. It's Montecristo-esque. It has all those aspects to it,
It's an
which is
09.
fine. I must say, this has been the worst review I think we've ever done. Honestly.
Do I get to do the last third when I got to the last third, or we just
Just do it now.
Well,
Is it going to change?
what have I got? A vacuum machine?
When you left, you went to check whether you got electricity or gas for your hot water system. You're trampsing around over there for half an hour. No wonder
Warren's turned up. What? And
How was it?
Warren in the corner. Pretty soon, seriously, the next review will be Warren and myself because he's out the door.
How is Smithy going to edit this?
Pretty much the same as he normally does. Just tosses it all together and see what comes out.
How come your roosters are going off at 3 o'clock in the afternoon?
The rooster's an idiot. But thank God it does because it doesn't know dawn. It seems to think dawn's either 10 a.m. or 3 p.m. If it ever finds out when dawn is, it's dead. Surprisingly, the fact that I have no hot water, half my lights have gone, the gas is gone.
Kids, pay your bills.
Another glorious win to those glorious Redskins, and the glorious Gunners thumping those wannabes from Manchester City.
You'll know this will be cut out, don't you?
And Liverpool won. Smithy, Liverpool, another win to Liverpool. That'll stay in.
I want a big finish out of you. Otherwise,
I'm not your wife.
your future. I know.